I got Matt Wigley, Rubio Long Snapping Instructor in Southern California. Wigley, can you hear me?
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you. How are things going out there in Southern Cal?
Good. We got a little shock today with a little bit of rain.
Oh my gosh, how'd the freeways look after that?
The freeways look bad any time of day, any type of weather.
I hear you.
But the bumper cars start to come out with a little bit of rain. So,
We were talking about burgers. Tell me about this burger you're talking about in Reno, Nevada. Tell me about it.
so at the Golden Nugget, the casino, they have two locations, but the one downtown, it's just known. It's called the Awful Awful. It's just a big, juicy, greasy burger that has everything on it that you could possibly think of, and you could probably only eat it once a month, but it's hands down probably my favorite burger I've ever had.
Now, if you had this burger and it's disgusting in cleanliness aspects, would you use a fork or would you still just go with hands?
You always got to go with hands.
That's what
I've
I'm
only had
talking
to
about.
use a fork once. I've only had to use a fork once now as an 8x8
Oh, okay.
at In and Out.
I'll let
Oh
you have
yeah,
that one. Hey, you
yeah.
had you had some lessons this weekend. Tell me how Kyle Petrucci did.
Kyle Petrucci looked phenomenal. The biggest thing that I noticed from him is, it's exactly what you said. Just making sure that he's reaching through and not coming up.
Got it.
And for someone that size, it actually scared me catching his snaps. From slow mos to straight legs to full 10, 12, 14-yard snaps. Just seeing him go all the way through, it definitely built a lot of confidence in him, and he's just on fire right now.
What about Gabriel Cervantes? Big, tall kid.
Big, tall kid, and his confidence levels is going through the roof. And he gets into his element when we do the speed and agility training, which we just started implementing a couple weeks ago. And knowing that he plays another position, he just felt comfortable and confident, and just really showed on the different pieces that he has to offer.
What about Aiden Livingston? I heard he's got a pretty interesting nickname.
We call him Quick Feet,
And why is
and
that?
his mom told me after his speed and agility training, she's like, do you know why he has quick feet like that? When he was 5 years old, he got bit by a rattlesnake, and that's why they call him Quick Feet. And sure enough, he does have the quick feet, and that could be a real reason why.
That's incredible. What about Jacob Garcia?
Jacob Garcia is a workhorse. He's a kid that if I have training on, Saturdays and Sundays, he's coming both days. And, he's absolutely in love with the position and 100% dedicated to Rubio Long Snapping. And, for being that young and snapping as well as he is right now, sky's the limit for him.
Now, I know you've been checking the RSIs when I'm comparing him versus North Carolina and Washington. California's still in the lead on that?
California's strong, baby. So
I got
we're here to
Texas this
make
week
California
coming up.
great again. So
You think it's going to beat Texas? Texas is coming up on
yeah,
Sunday.
I'm glad we went first. To kind of set that tone, and just seeing all the young guys that are putting up those big numbers, and I hope that's motivating for the other guys down the road, and for the rest of spring, to get those numbers up and put a heavy focus on it. And so, being the first ones at that, we got off to a strong start, and we're going to cross those fingers that they come up a little bit short.
Well, tell me, how many times a week do you go to Disneyland?
You're a week, right?
Per week.
Okay, so when we lived in Anaheim, we were easily 3 or 4 times a week, and that's just because we lived. Oh yeah, that was just because we lived a 10-minute walk away from Disneyland, and we'd only go for like 2-3 hours.
Yeah.
We sometimes wouldn't even ride rides. We'd just go eat. They have these corn dogs they're $9 corn dogs. Okay,
$9 for a corn dog?
$9 for a corn dog,
Is it
and I will
worth
pay
$9?
$9 every single time.
Where's
There's
that?
no hesitation. They have them in both parks, in California and in Magic Kingdom. So you just got to discover them. Once you find them, you just won't stop eating
I
them.
hear you.
They're hands down the best thing I've ever had.
All right. All right, Waves. Great talking to
But
you, man. Keep doing a great job out there in Southern California. All my Southern California long snappers, make sure you get together. If you're in the Orange County, San Bernardino, Inland Empire area, you get in contact with Matt Wigley. You can find him on Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff. All right, see you later, Wigs.
awesome, Rubio. See ya.
Take